ladies, gents, girls with lace fronts, dudes with kids? It's the one and only You Can't Clone Me Queen, baby. And welcome back to my channel. And as always, we are talking about a new streaming movie or series that recently dropped. And in this video, we will get into Tyler Perry's new Madea movie, Madea Homecoming, where her great-grandson is getting ready to graduate college, but the celebration quickly turns upside down when family drama erupts. So let's talk about it. A few years ago, Tyler Perry went on tour for his Madea Farewell Tour, and it had everyone in the uproar because we were all wondering if Tyler Perry was finally retiring his role in character Mabel, aka Madea. And I can't lie, I love Madea, so I made sure I saw the play because I refuse to be the one person in the world to miss out on a good Madea play, because there is nothing like seeing it live. And I must say, it was truly a memorable play because they decided to bring back Mr. Brown, Cora, Bam, or as I like to call her, Ella. So with all these OGs of Tyler Perry plays and a great drama-filled script, I just knew that was the end, right? It had to be. But it wasn't, because here we are getting ready to dive into Madea's Homecoming, the movie. And you would think we'll be so sick of these, but honestly, we would never, despite all the criticism and backlash Tyler Perry receives. Baby, we all want more. Now I know I am doing a lot of rambling, but I promise it's all gonna make sense, so keep watching. So about the movie, well, it was okay. I think the storyline of family drama was there and the comedy was there, but it was just missing something that I can't quite put my finger on. I just felt like the movie was rushed and there was so much more to be broken down with the story because it was real juicy, but like I said, it was rushed. Now this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you haven't watched the movie yet, here is your warning. And if you decide to leave and watch the movie first, make sure you come back to discuss the movie with me in the comments. I want to hear all your thoughts and theories. But moving on, we have Tim, who is basically like the vessel of the movie because everything that transpired happened during his celebration. Then we have his roommate and close friend, Davi. Now it was clear that Davi and Tim was real close. Like real close. And baby, the family believed they was real close too. And in the beginning of the movie, Davi was telling Tim that he needs to let his parents know and his family know that he is gay. And Davi was like, and Tim was like, no, because they may not take it well. Chabble. Tim eventually told the family he was gay and everyone was looking at him like, okay, well, is that it?
That's it? That's all you want to say? What, baby, we knew that. Right. We already knew that.
Wait, you guys don't want to talk about me being gay?
Baby, we've been talking about that for years. We all knew that. We all talked about it.
We all knew.
Yeah, we waiting on you to say something, honey. We don't.
And he was shocked because he thought they were going to react different. But everyone already knew he was gay. They were just waiting for him to come out on his own. On his own time. Because it wasn't no big deal. But child, Tim coming out wasn't even the biggest shocker in the movie. The news was like a 3 compared to everything else. So moving along in the movie, we have Laura, who is Tim's mother, Ellie, his aunt, and Laura's sister, who by the way is also daughters of Cora. And if you all don't know, Cora is Madea and Mr. Brown's daughter, which makes Madea a great grandmother. Crazy, right? Then we have Sylvia, who is best friends and divorce lawyer to Laura, who helped her divorce her bum of an ex-husband, Richard. Now, when I was watching the movie, I kept saying to myself, this seems so familiar, but I didn't, pinpoint it right away. And then I remember, this is the same storyline from the Madea Farewell play I was just telling y'all about. Now, granted, it wasn't that much of a shocker because I know that Tyler Perry turns most, if not all of his plays into movies, especially the plays with Madea. But this time it threw me off because usually he keeps the same, the same name. And on top of the name change, the promo for the movie was so random because they were going off Beyonce Coachella theme, which was appreciation to HBCUs and HBCUs bands. So I'm over here looking at the teaser and promo like, oh yes, someone is attending the HBCU and it's about to be lit at homecoming. And the whole family is going to be, and it's just going to be complete chaos. Hell, if there was a storyline, the damn movie would have been a 10. But they totally missed the mark. And to be honest, the storyline and the promo just didn't correlate. The only thing that was even brought up about HBCUs is that Tim and Davi was graduating from one. That's it. Now they could have gave us more than that, but it's over and done with. So moving along, the movie popped off with the family finding out that Richard and Sylvia were in a relationship for a long time because they already decided that they were getting married and they decided to tell the whole family at the graduation party. Just nasty. And Sylvia had the nerve to be acting all friendly with Laura, volunteering to drive down with her to her son's graduation like everything was cool and okay. Only for her to be sleeping now, marrying the girl's ex-husband.
It's fine. Happy for you too.
Stop that line. Walk over there and punch that girl in her throat, knock them teeth out, and then I'm gonna go in there and grab her and knock her ass down, and I got him. You just do what you need to do.
Now all I know is Miss Sylvia will be drowning in bad karma. And that is a spin-off I would love to see. But clearly, Richard and Sylvia were talking before him and Laura was even divorced, which makes this situation worse because, like I said, Sylvia was Laura's lawyer in her divorce, and Laura damn near didn't leave with anything after the divorce. And it finally made sense. The reason was because her nasty lawyer was messing around with her trifling husband and cheated that girl, her friend, out of everything she was owed. Now, when the news was exposed, Laura was acting all nonchalant and really didn't care. And I ain't like that because it didn't come off as a realistic reaction. And I get that sometimes you really don't care and have moved on, but at the end of the day, it's the principle as far as her friend goes. Not so much the ex, because no one really cares about the ex, especially how disgusting he did her. But that friend / lawyer of hers was supposed to get dragged because you've been in my face for years and pretended like everything was fine. Meanwhile, you was going back home to my ex-husband. She was supposed to get a good ass whooping and then disbarred, to be honest. But no, Laura was talking about, oh, she don't care and her only focus is her son and him graduating school. That's all that mattered, which was cute and all. But girl. And speaking of her son, man, Tim was so weak because I feel like he should have been cursing his dad out and telling him how sorry of a man he was. But Tim was too busy saying he wanted his dad around and the friend. Man, it was just a mess. And one thing about it, Tyler Perry knows how to get his viewers upset because that was just horrible. Like, everything about that was horrible. But hell, Cora is her mama and his grandmama. So I guess they call themselves taking a high road. Because that's what Cora would have did. But the sister, Ellie, on the other hand, my girl was angry. Now let me do a quick spin on Ellie because honestly, her character got lost in the sauce in the movie and she really had no relevance. To the point I feel like they could have cut her out completely, which is upsetting to me because in the play, Ellie's personal drama was just as chaotic as Laura's. And I hate that they didn't bring her storyline over to the movie. See, in the play, Ellie's character had a baby daddy who she hated with a passion. And it was like she was putting so much negative energy into him that she started bringing it over to her new marriage with her new husband, who was kind, gentle, and understanding of everything she was going through. And he will always be in place to see how he can make things easier for her. But it's like she didn't appreciate what he was doing for her and she wasn't enjoying all her joy and glory with him because she was too busy worrying about all the wrong things her ex was doing. And it was just hectic, yet it was entertaining and memorable, unlike her sister in the movie, who was just a police officer. They keep going back and forth with Joe. Baby, that ain't enough. And I get that some people probably would have said that storyline has been done before, but oh well, hell, at this point we done seen it all anyways. So one more repeat wouldn't have hurt. And plus, it would have done well within this movie, adding in some depth and realness because boy, some of the reactions we were getting from Laura just was not it. So moving on in the movie, we get breaking news that Davi and Laura has been in a secret relationship. And baby, that was the plot twist of all plot twists.
Oh, Brown.
This is no time for Black Lives Matter.
Don't do that romantic shit.
To me, it wasn't because beyond seeing the play version of the movie, it was so obvious that the two of them had something going on because for one, Davi's aunt and great aunt Agnes came to visit him and showed up at Medea's place and was hanging around with the family. And at one point, the great aunt told Laura in regular conversation that Davi had to leave as soon as he graduated to get back to Ireland and run the family farm. And Laura looked at Agnes like her heart had been broken into a million pieces. And it wasn't a look like, oh, my son is going to be sad and miss his best friend. It was a look of, damn, I'm losing the love of my life. And on top of that, Dobby had this weird hatred for Richard and never even met the man. Just only knew of the stories of how horrible he treated Laura from Tim. So that alone was odd. Plus, the movie was pushing for us to assume that Dobby and Tim was in a relationship since Tim was gay, but that was way too obvious, which then added up to Dobby and Laura being together. Now, knowing that Laura was around here with the 26-year-old, it made sense why she didn't care about Sylvia and Richard being together. Hell, she was out here living her best life with her young thing that no one even knew about. But I don't care. Sylvia still needed her book whoop, and I'm gonna stand on that, okay? So those were the storylines that made the movie. And of course, through it all, we had lots and lots of laughter from Madea, Joe, Mr. Brown, Bam.
Madea. Oh!
We knew it.
Oh!
And Dobby great Aunt Agnes.
On one cotton picking minute.
She said cotton picking.
Excuse
We even got to see visuals of Madea telling her story about waiting outside the bus for Rosa Parks, which is why she never got off the bus, which to this day is funny. And this has been a story Madea has been telling for years, and we finally got to see how it went down visually. Now, when it was showed, I said to myself, Tyler is about to retire Madea because he had no more to offer the character. So he's either going to give it to someone else or he's going to delete her out completely. I personally think that he should put the Madea character on hiatus, and when she returns, it can be another person. But I don't think she should be X'd out completely. I understand that there was nothing new and exciting about the writing, because I recognize that Tyler Perry's vision for these movies is more focused on the comedic relief, and that's what I appreciate, which is why I can say that I did enjoy the movie, other than the fact that I felt like it was rushed, and there were just some missing elements to each storyline that could have been expounded on. Now, I do have to say that the play was way better, and if you haven't seen it, I dropped the link below on where you can watch it, and I'll let you all decide. I'm filming this video on Friday, February 25th, and the link is working just fine. So if you watch this video in 2024 and the link is not working, baby, I don't know what to tell you. But with that being said, you already know what it is and how it goes down over here. Like this video and show your girl some love. Comment your thoughts and let's discuss what you thought about this movie. And last but certainly not least, subscribe and join the Queen, baby. Bye.